Morning, everybody, and welcome back to my unprocessed life. And I've got all my stuff prepared for my day. Anyway, let's see. So where did I leave y'all last night? I think last night I was in the process of trying to decide whether I wanted to, whether I was going to go eat food that I knew that was cooked but also not. Well, it was junk food. It was vegan junk food of sorts, and that at the Chinese restaurant, that was what I was debating at the time. I ended up not doing that, and that was for a couple of reasons. One, obviously it wasn't good to do, but that really wasn't as much part of the deal as it was that I had run out of time. I didn't have time to go sit down and eat, so I went ahead and just drank my water and went to my lesson, and everything was good. And then when I got done, rather than go out and eat, I had some shopping that needed to get done that I didn't get done, so I went shopping, which is usually a disaster for me if I go shopping while I'm hungry. I wasn't too hungry, though. I was having problems digesting, I think, some of that wrap that I had yesterday. And so I just drank more water, and I felt better. Then I got to Whole Foods, which is where I was going to do the shopping, and I was doing my shopping stuff, and I thought, man, I'll go ahead and maybe I'll have some of this prepared food they have. I didn't do any of that. What I ended up doing was grabbing a vegan Cliff Bar of some sort, which I know has a whole lot more preservatives and things, but it was something just to tide me over, because I knew that if I left there not satisfied, if I left there hungry, then what was going to happen was I was going to do something, my value part of myself would kick in. I'd be like, well, it's only like $2 to go through Taco Bell and get some vegan food, some vegan bean burritos or something like that. And the odds of me putting more of that in my body than a small Cliff Bar or something like that were greater. That's just me. I know me personally. That's the way I function. I haven't cleared that away from my brain patterns yet. So I know that I probably would have just gone and gotten way too many bad things in, and I thought the Cliff Bar was a good solution. So again, not perfection, but working towards it. I like what Vince Lombardi said, and I'm paraphrasing because I don't remember the quote exactly, but it's one of my favorite quotes. Something to the effect of, gentlemen, we know that perfection is unattainable. However, if we chase perfection, in the process, we'll catch excellence. And I think that's a really powerful quote. So, knowing full well you'll never be perfect, and you'll never attain perfection, if you chase perfection, if that is your goal, if that is the journey you're going towards, even all the time knowing that you won't make it, but striving for it, what will happen inevitably is in the process, you'll catch excellence, you'll catch greatness. You may not catch perfection, but excellence is within your grasp. So again, not perfection, but excellence. And so when I got home, I made my zucchini hummus, which is fabulous. I can't, like right now, I just finished having my green juice for the morning, but right now I am super excited for lunch because I want to eat that hummus so badly. It's crazy how good that zucchini hummus is. It's probably what I'm going to have for lunch like every day this week. We'll see. I mean, I still need to get some roughage in. I've got to figure out a way to do that because I'm trying to get away from the oils, if at all possible. Now, my zucchini hummus has no oil in it, and so what I'm trying to do is get away from any oils. It doesn't matter what kind of oil it is. Coconut, olive, all of it's bad for you, in my opinion, and well, based on the data. So and there's a difference between what's good for you and what your body will tolerate. And the interesting thing is that your body can pull some good things out of bad stuff that you put in your body, but that doesn't make it good for you. So even though you can have a positive health effect from some of the things that are in olive oil, for instance, that doesn't make olive oil good for you. Anyway, that's a whole different topic, and there are plenty of videos out there and plenty of people talking about it, and if you're interested in that, please go out and check out Dr. Colin Campbell and Dr. Esselstyn, and they'll talk about it, and you'll see, you know, the scientific data from scientists. It's definitely worth checking into. Anyway, long story short, too late. I got home and had a couple of cucumbers with some of the zucchini hummus that I made last night, and then drank some water and called it a night, and I felt really, really good. So, and I was kind of excited for the green juice, and I think I'm going to make a change in my pattern. I think I'm going to try to go to bed earlier, and I think I'm going to try to get up earlier. And I know I'd said something about that, but the reason why I'm interested in going to bed earlier and getting up earlier is because I think I want to fresh juice my juices every morning, because they taste better when they're fresh. Now, even with the Huron juicer that we have, it keeps the enzymes and nutrients alive longer because of the way it juices it, and you can keep that juice for like 3 to 5 days or something like that before it starts to really lose its potency. But it's just not as pretty green, and you know, it doesn't taste as fresh. So I may start getting up really early in the mornings to juice, so that I can have it fresh. We'll see how that goes. We'll just see how crazy that part of it becomes. But I'm getting to where I like the green juices in the morning. So I went ahead and I had 16 ounces of green juice. That's what my jars hold, and it's good, and I'm enjoying that, and it's keeping me pretty well fulfilled throughout the day and throughout you know, all the way to lunchtime. So I've got some snacks. Anyway, so that's lunch. I don't know what dinner will be. I haven't even thought about dinner yet. Probably I haven't done banana ice cream or an ice cream in a while, so I may go that route. We'll just have to see what today holds when I get home. So yeah. So that's what's happening in my unprocessed life, folks. Nothing out of the ordinary for what it is. Although to some degree it does seem rather extraordinary to me, because it makes me feel better. And as much as, you know, I think that I want things, cooked foods and things like that, you know, and I've had some over the last couple days. You know, I had those potatoes, I had that Cliff Bar last night, you know, I had the wrap yesterday, which was, you know, heated up, so it was grilled a little bit. As much fun as it was eating those things, they didn't make me feel good after the fact. Not that I felt badly after the fact, you know, necessarily. I did have the digestion issues with the wrap, but I have to constantly remind myself and bring it up in front of my face, in my conscious, and bring it in front of my conscious. Even though, you know, that I think it tastes good, that I get an emotional response from the food that I'm eating, it doesn't make me feel good after the fact. I have to focus on that and remember, you know, that's what's happening. I'm not feeling good. I'm feeling, you know, blah or sleepy or, you know, something along those lines. And honestly, there's some times where that's fun, you know, where, you know, like on Thanksgiving, it used to be that way anyway. You know, you'd eat everything you could until you were just like, you know, almost ready to pass out. And that was an enjoyable feeling for a lot of years for me. I'm not sure why. I'm sure there's some psychology behind it, but it was one of those things that was kind of cool. You know, that was a feeling you kind of looked for, and maybe it was kind of a, you know, like a drug sort of thing. You know, like you get a high from a drug. Maybe you can get a little bit of high from eating so much to where you're like, oh yeah, I don't know. Anyway, I don't enjoy that as much anymore because I become more and more conscious of how little time I have left. And even though it's a number of years, you know, it's not as many as when I started, and it's definitely not as many as when I was younger. So I don't want to miss time and passing out because my body has to work so hard to digest things. Doesn't sound like fun anymore. It did when I was younger, but it doesn't now. And so I guess things are changing. I'm processing things differently, which is probably why I'm trying to unprocess my life. Anyway, thanks again for joining us, for hanging out with me for a few minutes. And if you like the video, please make sure you like it and share it, and comment down below. And of course, there you go. If you have any questions, put them in the comments or shoot me an email. I'm gonna be over on Instagram posting what I'm eating, and you know, feel free to stop over and comment or whatever. So until next time, or this afternoon on my Unprocessed Life, we'll see you soon.